Right, welcome back, everybody. We're on the second phase of the prediction shows for this week. Myself and Jay's Fight Talk covered 4 on Wednesday. Myself and Mr. Liam Tully, the other member of the No Punches Pulled podcast. We're going to cover the rest of the weekend's fights here. Now, there's that much going on, Liam, this weekend. We're all over the place, but we're starting with Lauren Price versus Bexcy Mateus. It's for the IBO, WBA, and Ring Magazine Welterweight World Championships, 10-2s. It's the chief support to Natasha Jonas, Havana Habazin. You've got both ladies coming in with 7-0 records. Lauren Price, only the one finish on a record. Bexcy Mateus has 6 finishes on her record. That doesn't paint the picture, though, does it, really, with the level of each fighter and especially the level of opposition that Bexcy Mateus has been in at? Never left Colombia. When you actually look down a record, she's never left Bogota, never mind, never left Colombia. She's never left, I believe it's the capital. Anyway, but that's irrelevant. So good record, looks good on paper, ranked 11th in the world. But yeah, it's not the best matchup, is it? Let's be completely honest about things. Hi, Pat. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
Good to see you, mate. It's piss poor matchmaking, which kind of sums up a piss poor second half of the year for Boxer, if we're being honest. Look, Joe Gallagher put pressure on Ben back in October and said, you've promised Tasha, you promised Lauren, you promised other fighters a fight day in September, October, November, and December. We're now in October and you haven't announced anything. He's probably seen that video and thought, I don't want to get on the wrong side of Joe Gallagher. I've seen it happen to other promoters. And
I'll lose a fortune on the Liverpool show.
He's cobbled a card together. And the fact it's being done at the exhibition centre, look, no disrespect to the exhibition centre, I think shows the cobbled together nature of this card. And then Bexcy Mateus, look, 3 first-round stoppages. Looks fantastic, sounds fantastic. You dig a little deeper and you realise that they're sort of barroom brawls that are licensed. Not meaning any disrespect, but that's the reality of where she's fought. So on paper, she sounds fantastic. And to the casual audience that's going to flick this card on after Saturday night football, it will sound really good, won't it? But to people that know boxing, it's...
you can see it already. She's 7-0, 6 knockouts. You can really bang. This is a dangerous test for Lauren Price.
But on the flip side, Lauren Price is one of the best female amateurs, one of the best that these Britain and Ireland have ever produced. She's probably up there on Katie Taylor levels when you really look down into what she's done as an amateur. And the fact that she's only got 1 stoppage, came in her last fight, it was a stoppage due to cuts. So it wasn't a stoppage due to knockdowns or anything like that. That's the caveat to it. But is she finally starting to break free of this amateur style and move into a professional style? Because there was one criticism we've had it, haven't we? She looks still like she's trying to point as opposed to break an opponent down. But there was signs against McCaskill that she's starting to move into the professional ranks as she should. And look, all roads lead towards Tasha Jonas. 3 belts if Tasha comes through in the main event, which you and Jay covered on Wednesday night. If we have to go through this piss poor fight to get a humdinger of a main event next spring, I'm happy. But the reality is Lauren Price probably wouldn't give Bexcy Mateus work as a sparring partner, and she's getting a shot at world titles.
I agree. Yeah, look, I agree with what Pat said there. It's Lauren Price, he said, wins on a UD. Jonas after that, and then mandatory or get beat up by Sandy Ryan at the end of 2025. Pat, it's a tough fight. I think Sandy and Michaela Meyer make sense to run that back, to be fair.
That's not happening in a month. Michaela's going to have to be, metaphorically held at gunpoint to give Sandy.
I understand that sentiment, but the only thing I'm thinking is there's good edge on it. There's probably good money in the rematch for both. Sandy Ryan is Queen of 147, avoided by the rest of the division. Yeah, that probably echoes what you just said then. Yeah, if you don't need to fight Sandy, then people aren't going to fight her.
I think Sandy Ryan and Lauren Price is the best matchup to make at 147 in the female fight class. Away, look, the Tasha fight in reality is Tasha taking one last payday before she retires in a division that she's got no business being in. And she's admitted that herself. Look, she'll probably weigh in they're weighing in now. She'll probably weigh in Tasha today wearing a full set of clothes which shows how much she's bringing herself up to fight at 147.
Yeah.
It comes down to a conversation we've had in the past about lack of strength and depth, etc. So Lauren Price is probably, I would put Lauren Price ahead of Sandy Ryan. I know we haven't necessarily seen it in the professional ranks, but Jessica McCaskill was a raw robbery away from being a unified champion at 147.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Lauren Price's last fight was Jessica McCaskill. You put her at the top. I put her ahead of Sandy Ryan. Sandy Ryan's most impressive victory, you could say, is Terry Harper, but you caveat that with Terry Harper brought herself up in weight.
Yeah, Terry was carrying too much.
Stephanie Ball knew she couldn't deal with the power. So they're the two best in the division. If Michaela Mayer doesn't happen, then I think Lauren Price will give Sandy Ryan a shot without that on name value as well. Name value makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. For me, look, there's not too much to read into this. It's a comfortable UD for Lauren Price. I don't see her getting a stoppage, but you never know. Hint of a late one, if anything, mate. I don't know. What do you think?
I predicted wide, probably 9-1, 10-0 points victory for Lauren Price, with the caveat that if she is further along the development into turning into a professional boxer, she may be able to get a late stoppage. But if I was putting people look at us for betting tips, sometimes we always say gamble responsibly. I'd say go for points over a stoppage in this fight if you are looking to put any money on it.
Definitely. So 2 UDs for me and Liam, then on Lauren Price to beat Bexcy Mateus. Ryan Hung, thanks for tuning in. We've released a video on Wednesday, myself and Jay, about Maxie Hughes. I believe we both picked him to win. It is a 50-50 fight, though.
So I favour Maxie as well, not going back onto it, but I favour
slightly favour Maxie, but it's a complete 50-50. But yeah, we broke it down a little bit more on No Punches Pulled, the podcast, and the prediction video if you want a little bit more into it. But that for me is going to be a great fight. But yeah, Lauren Price for both of us. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be back in a minute or two for Jaime Munguia versus Bruno Surace, the main event on the top round card in Mexico.